Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel and happen to stumble by, I'm your girl Bella, and I would totally love if you join me on my YouTube adventures. Hi guys! Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. If I look extra tired today, it's because I am. I am battling my sinuses. My goodness, the weather is not my friend. Okay, I got a great video. I have an amazing video. I know you saw the thumbnail. Yeah, Mackenzie child, a teapot. What are you gonna do, Bella? Guys, this is the cutest thing I have thought up in my brain. And I thought it up because, where did I get the inspiration? Oh, I got the inspiration from a tea towel. Yeah, it's a Mackenzie child tea towel that I saw for sale, and it was a spring tea towel. And I got the idea, and I thought, that is it. This is it. This is how I'm going to incorporate my Mackenzie child in my Mrs. Claus's kitchen. Because you all know, we're already in Christmas. So, let's head down to the basement to my little faux makeshift craft area, and let's get to crafting. Okay, guys, we're down in my little craft area, down in my basement. I got this little table here. Okay, let me show you the teapot first off, because I don't know many of you have seen this kind of teapot before. This is a real Mackenzie Child teapot, and I got it at the barn sale, and these are not cheap. Let's just put it that way. What I like about it is this detail here in the red. I think it's going to tie in perfect to Christmas time. And as you can see here, it's very hand painted, and every one of her every one of the Mackenzie Child stuff is painted by hand, and it's all just a little bit different. So I guess that's the beauty of it. And you could see bits of green, yellow. You can see more yellow here. It's also got blue in it. I can't see where the blue is right now because there's bits of green in there. So you get the idea. Okay, so we're going to use that. Let's put that to the side for right now. And let me show you what I'm going to use. I found some of these stems in my stash, so I've not bought anything. These are just greenery, Christmas greenery with flock snow on them. One pick, I found one of these, because I haven't gone through all the boxes yet, and then some candy canes, and then these little gingerbread ones, and I'm pretty sure these are from Michael's last year. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. So that's kind of my theme, and then I'm going to use a piece of old floral foam that I had lying around. Okay, guys, so I took the lid off, and you can see it here. And I'm just going to place the lid here because I'm thinking I might do something with the lid to incorporate it in all of this. So I just took my foam core and I'm just going to put it down in the middle. And I'm going to start building my centerpiece with the greenery. And I want the snow to be really visible. Now this is going to be my front side, and then this is going to be the back side because I already have an idea, well, kind of an idea of where I think I might use this. And I actually might use it in 2 different locations in my kitchen. So what I'm doing is I'm starting with a smaller piece here in the front. And then I have 4 pieces, and I want the largest piece, which hopefully you can see right here. I'm just going to put it in the back. And like I said, I'm not using any glue or anything for this. I don't want to ruin my tea kettle. I just want to be able to wash it after and then use it somewhere else. So I have 2 more pieces left, and you can see them here. I'm just going to place one sideways, diagonally. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put half the stems on one side and half the stems on the other side. And you can see I'm just building it. And I'm telling you, anybody could do this because this is so easy to do. Okay, so I got all my greenery in. I really like it. Now I'm going to use the one and only one of these that I have as a focal point. This is the one with the green picks, and if you're with me on Tuesday, you saw that I used this in my wreath. So I want to put it directly in the middle because that is my center, like this focal point kind of. And then I have one of these, one of the candy cane one. And don't quote me, I'm not sure where this one came from. It could be Michael's, it could be Joanne's. It's from last year. So I'm going to put it directly in the back because I only have one of those. Then I have 3 of these little candy cane ones. And hopefully my filming is good and you can see this. And of course, they're all tangled. So I have 3 of these, and I like these. They're really nice. So I'm going to use these on either side. And wait till you see when all this comes together. It is going to be super, super cute. Super cute. So I'm just playing with my candies, making sure they all fit in. Now I'm going to turn it around to the back, and I want to put one back here just so it makes a big impact. There we go. Okay, and I think I'm going to use my little gingerbread houses. So I'm going to use these. Now I want one just to kind of sit in the corner like this, kind of sticking out. There, like that. Because I am going to have my lid on this side, so it's not too many things. And then I want to put one in the back just to make it look just as cute. Because if I use this on the kitchen table or something like that as a centerpiece, then I would like it to show there. So there's the back. I mean, any which side. I mean, you could even do it like that and have that be the front if you wanted. But because I have this one, I want this one to be the front. So there you go. Okay guys, it kind of is starting to look, it looked a little bit bare to me, and I just remembered that I had these swirly lollipops from my last DIY I did, and you know what, I like it because I had done this last year. I'd put ribbon on them, on the swirly lollipops, so now I'm thinking to make my centerpiece even bigger, I think I'm going to tie in 2 of these. And then have the bows to the sideways. Like that. There. At least I have a little bit of ribbon. Okay, let's take this upstairs to the kitchen right now because I got better lighting up there. And I was thinking of putting this bow on, but I think the bow is a bit too much. I think just the candies and the little bit of green in the teapot is more than enough. Okay, let's bring this upstairs, and I'm going to place it on the kitchen table, and just to give you a look of what it'll look like. sure you give this video a big, big, big thumbs up. Now, you don't need a Mackenzie Child teapot to achieve this look. You can go to your local thrift store, or even if you have a teapot that you sometimes use or sometimes don't use, you could recreate this. If you're brave enough and you thrift a teapot, you could paint it with the Mackenzie Child checks. I mean, it takes a while, but it is achievable. So I hope you liked this video. I hope it gave you lots of inspiration. You use whatever you have in your home. I'm obviously doing a gingerbread candy cane theme in my Mrs. Claus's kitchen that I will be doing coming forward, so you guys will be able to see that. So that was my jumping off point. So I want to incorporate everything in, and I told you guys I was going to incorporate little tiny touches of Mackenzie Child into my kitchen for Christmas. So I hope you got lots of inspiration, and I hope you liked this video, and I hope your week is off to a great, doing great. It's almost the weekend. It's almost the weekend. That's why I'm a little squirrely. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I will not see you until Monday. So I will see you on Monday, guys. So have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you very, very soon. Mwah. Bye, YouTube. Bye, everybody.